All right, back for another beer review, and today I'm going to be reviewing yet another beer from the Burlington Beer Company, and they're out of Williston, Vermont, and this is their Uncanny Valley. So this is a New England-style IPA that is brewed with Citra and Vic Secret hops, comes in at 7% alcohol by volume and 35 IBUs. At the time of review, this beer is about 3.5 weeks old. So I just got done reviewing their Elaborate Metaphor New England-style Pale Ale, and this, along with that beer, are beers that are getting limited distribution to the Western New York area. So I missed out on the first release that they did in the area back in August. So when these showed up about, well, I don't know when I'm going to post this, but let's say, I think it was around early October. So yeah, I ended up grabbing one of each, and I'm doing a review on them, and that's because I enjoy Burlington's beers, and to get them in the Western New York area at a local bottle shop is pretty fantastic. So yeah, let's get into this one. Vic Secret and Citra hops sounds delicious to me. I have not had this one before, so I'm pretty excited to give it a go here. Yeah, so this actually pours out very similar to their Elaborate Metaphor, although a bit, and not really, I mean, kind of. This one has more of like an orange honey color as opposed to the like the vibrant yellow color that Elaborate Metaphor had. It says about 1.5 fingers to 2 fingers of a bright white head, but you know how it is. It's New England style. It's murky, it's turbid, haze for days, unclear for years, whatever you want to use, whatever phrase. Anyway, let's get a nose on it. Wow, so this one, despite being a bit fresher than the Elaborate Metaphor and being an IPA at 1.6% ABV higher, and I'd imagine just maybe a bit bolder, doesn't have the aromatics that Elaborate Metaphor has. Very soft, like orange and tangerine notes. Maybe a hint of a pineapple. Yeah, I'm really not getting a lot on this, and this is actually a bit warmer than I drank the Elaborate Metaphor. This is probably out of the fridge for almost a half an hour now, so I'm kind of surprised. Anyway, let's get into the taste because I really can't smell a whole lot, so cheers. Ooh. Yeah, couldn't smell it. Can definitely taste it. Wow. Pretty delicious. Right up front, I will say, now I don't know if they're using any oats or wheat in this one, but I imagine they are to get the whole look and, you know, this New England style. The body mouthfeel isn't as good as the Elaborate Metaphor, but it's still really nice. It's soft and smooth. It has lighter carbonation to it, so it slides right through the palate, down the throat. Yeah, it does. For 7%, this is just crazy drinkable because no alcohol kick to speak of. But it has this like acidic orange character to it. Matt over at Massive Beer Reviews likes to call it like the water nerd treatment vibe to it, or nerdy water treatment vibe to it. I got that in Equilibrium beers. I got it in Old Nation beers. I'm getting it specifically in this beer. To me, it comes off as a minerality, but also a slightly acidic, like orange juice kick to it. And it makes it, I don't even know how to explain it outside of just, it does something for me personally that I enjoy. Like, it just makes it way more enjoyable. I don't know exactly what it is. It just, from a drinkability standpoint, each sip I take, I'm just like, that's refreshing. That's very tasty. Outside of that, the orange and tangerine that was in the noses here, a little bit bigger on the tropical and stone fruits, peach, mango, a little bit of pineapple, maybe even like a tinge of melon kicking around as well. A little bit of white grape as well. I don't know if that's the Vic Secret kicking in here, but a little bit of white grape as well. Yeah, this one has a complexity that I felt Elaborate Metaphor kind of lacked. Then again, that is a pale ale. You don't need it to be overly complex. I did dig that beer, but I think I'm digging this one a little bit more just because of that minerality, the water treatment, the acidic orange, just the fruit character in here just seems to be a little bit more pronounced and a little bit more bold and in your face. Even though the nose was just like dead for me, the taste is way better. Yeah, it doesn't finish overly sweet, has a nice balance between the sweetness and the dryness. I also thought the Elaborate Metaphor had a little bit too much bitterness for 5.4% New England style pale. This really isn't all that bitter. It has a nice balance. There's a little bit of bitterness. There's quite a bit of sweetness. So it has a good balance. Finishes semi-dry. Yeah, this is, dare I say, a crushable 7% New England style IPA, and I'm really digging it. So Uncanny Valley from the Burlington Beer Company, I'm going to give that a solid 4.25 out of 5. This is very tasty, and it's just another beer from Burlington that I dig. I think the lowest score I ever gave one of their beers was like a 3.75 or a 4. I mean, I've only had like 6 to 8 of them, but still, I think that speaks volumes for me personally where I would place them as far as like the New England style of beer producers. I think they're up there, and I'm hoping we can get more of their offerings in the Western New York area. These two beers showed up, and I've enjoyed both of them. Hopefully we get more. So appreciate you guys stopping by. If you're in the Western New York area and you see this beer, pick it up. It's worth it. Anyway, till the next one, cheers.